everybody would miss BG. They would miss Juvenile. They would miss Wayne. But if they did a reunion without Turk, nobody would notice. And I think that's false.
I was there. I had tickets. I gave my tickets away. Don't tell Essence I did it. Sorry, Essence. Delete this.
Y'all not using condoms, so you know how serious this is.
It's real.
It's real.
If the skin gone,
You
we
got
on.
underwear. You got underwear at his house.
We have Jada.
Pinkett Smith.
Yes. We have,
She's an AKA.
yeah, I thought everybody knew that.
Ew.
We have,
Not at AKAs, but ew at her.
With the gun purse.
The
right?
water gun purse was terrible.
She was ahead of her time though. I thought that was her at the goddamn presidential shooting. But anyway.
What's good, people? It's your boy, Way More Fly Than You, man. And this is the Audio Dope Podcast.
Yeah, I definitely feel like,
yeah,
you know,
we don't
this
got no
time around,
sound
like we need like the buttons and we got to guess.
We don't have any sound effects just yet. However, we do have a special guest in the building. Would you introduce yourself, ma'am, please?
Sure. Hey, I'm Danny Canada, managing editor of Gossip.com, media personality, Hampton University graduate. Don't make no smart comments.
HU number 2, AKA One Time for the Frogs. Up top. Don't leave me hanging on camera. Appreciate
It's a
that.
black thing. Come on now. It's a black thing.
Wow.
And yes, to Danny's right, my main man.
Teddy.
I don't know what you go by today, but we just found out that this man, he got a couple names.
Yeah, I didn't know.
But yeah, so Miss Danny, thank you so much for joining us.
Sure.
You are actually our first guest.
Yay! I feel very special. Someone didn't tell me that.
You
but
should.
I feel very.
You should. Yeah,
special.
we just don't be
Appreciate
fucking with
you.
anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100 with you. Yeah.
I do feel.
We do. We value your
honored to
time.
be
We
here.
appreciate you joining us. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself? You say manager. How did you get into editing?
Well, so I went to Hampton University.
Okay.
I studied at the Scripps Howard School of Journalism.
Okay.
My major was broadcast journalism. My minor was leadership studies. When I was at Hampton, I did the newspaper. I did radio for all 4 years. Graduated. I really wanted a radio job. There were no radio jobs. So I ended up getting an internship at a hip hop website called hiphopwire.com.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm still affiliated with them. Shout out
Okay.
to Alvin. And so I was with HHW till 2012 when they laid off the staff. And then I left from there and went to Rolling Out Magazine.
Okay.
Then after I was at Rolling Out, I ended up at Bossip in 2014. And here we are. Now I do Bossip full time, do some television appearances, and yeah.
You want to speak to the fact that like you also an ambassador for the city of Atlanta?
Are you?
She is.
Don't be bashful, Danny. Come on.
Come on, you got to tell us all.
No, I'm not in it. Who said that? You said that? I never said that.
She's an ambassador for the city of Atlanta.
Okay. Like the city of Atlanta. Like
Yeah.
just, okay.
If there is an event in the city of Atlanta, she's either there or she knows about it. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Not all. Some.
Street runner.
Is what? So who are your direct competitors? If you had to name a couple.
I mean, you know, it's the obvious ones, right? Like TSR.
Okay.
But
That's the shade-
here's
shade room, yeah.
the shade room. So
Okay.
here's what. Bossip, we focus. So for me anyway, my job as managing editor is to focus more on the website itself.
Okay.
Mhm.
So the website does great globally.
Yes.
You know, we average 2 million page views a week. So we're good to go.
Talk your shit.
When it comes to Instagram, Shade Room got it. Well,
Okay.
we won't hit it.
Yeah.
We won't compare to that. You know,
Mhm.
it is what
Okay.
it is. So we're very friendly with them. We're good with them. We post about their exclusives and their series.
Okay.
Mhm.
Same with Neighborhood Talk. Shout out to Kyle. We're very good with them. As far as Black media websites, BT,
Okay.
The Root.
I like the root.
That's really about it these days. So we're affiliated
Grill
with Black.
fall in there?
The Griot. We can give
Yeah.
you the Griot. I'll give you the Griot.
Who is it?
The Griot. NBC. They're like NBC affiliated.
Okay. I think I've seen that before.
You've
Yes.
seen them.
Okay.
So yeah. Biggest probably be like BT. BT gets great traffic.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So if do you say Is this form of media your last stop, or what are your other aspirations?
I don't know that it's my last stop. You know, my main love is always broadcast journalism.
Okay.
I love being on camera. What I've been doing for the longest.
Nice.
So for me, it's like I don't know that I would ever want to do like hard news. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
coming in at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, no.
You know, like I don't know that that's me.
Yeah. With the voice, everybody got that voice.
Everybody, but you know they do that on purpose.
I know. I hate it.
It's because it's a national voice. Everyone can understand it. You know, if you're
that's the reason why they do it.
Yes, if you're in Nebraska, you're in New York. You know,
okay,
you're still gonna understand what they're saying. So that's the broadcast media voice.
I follow the lady. She responds to her husband on TikTok. She responds to her husband in that voice. I forgot the lady's name.
God,
but he always asking her to say stuff in her media voice, and it's hilarious.
Both journalists.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, thank you for joining us. We got a wealth of different topics that we're gonna discuss. You know, just tap me on my shoulder if it's something that you don't necessarily.
Too far.
We know you
far.
have affiliates and media partners.
No,
we don't want to upset your media partners. You know what I'm saying?
We got you.
So Cash Money has there's a ongoing feud amongst the Hot Boys. Both BG and Turk have shared some choice words with each other. I just kind of want to get y'all take on what's going on. I think it started from my knowledge, it started with apparently BG was upset that some revenue wasn't shared with him over some t-shirts that were sold saying free BG while he was locked up. On behalf of Turk and his wife. I don't know the full story, but this is just the rumors that are swirling around. And since BG has been released from prison, they have kind of been going back and forth in the media. And BG pretty much said in the interview I saw, he said basically everybody would miss BG. They would miss Juvenile. They would miss Wayne. But if they did a reunion without Turk, nobody would notice. And I think that's false.
I mean, the thing is, you weren't in New Orleans for Essence, correct?
I was.
So, did you see the reunion show? You didn't catch it?
I did not. So I was there. I had tickets. I gave my tickets away. Don't tell Essence I did that. Sorry, Essence. Delete this. I gave my tickets away because it was torrential downpour, and I was like, I'm not standing outside the Superdome trying to get in this rain. So
and that shit hot and humid too.
Like swamp heat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yes, no, I did not see that.
So they did do the reunion show in New Orleans for Essence for those, and it was, I think, because the only person I didn't technically see, but I saw after the fact was Wayne. But it was Juvie, it was Manny, it was Baby, it was BG and Wayne. Only person missing was Turk.
Yeah.
And like he said in that interview, Turk was BG basically was like, he's like, you're Michelle. Or you're what's the other girl from DC?
Not fair.
Latoya. And he's like, no, if we do a reunion, no one's gonna miss you. First and foremost, like Michelle belong. You can't do that to her little post self. Like,
I don't like that comparison.
Yeah, that's not a good comparison.
For sure.
She's official.
Sure.
Exactly. So, and then Latoya had a nice little solo career herself. So those ain't good comps. But I personally am not missing a beat with Turk not being on stage. I mean, for the camaraderie of Cash Money and all of that, that makes sense. But I can't name one song by Turk.
He doesn't. He has a couple of verses that are solid, but like he doesn't have a project that you can identify with.
No.
He doesn't have a lead single or a single of his own. Like when we hear BG, we know Bling Bling. When you hear Wayne, you know Lollipop and The Block Is Hot and things of that nature. Juvie goes without saying.
Yeah.
Turk never had that debut album or that song. I think they credited him with, they didn't credit him with I Need a Hot Girl because that was a Hot Boys song. So, but he got one of the better verses on that particular track, but then it kind of stops there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but did you see at Essence? So I heard that it was like the whole Hot Boys reunion except Wayne. And then after everybody got off stage, he performed solo.
Oh, Wayne performed solo.
Yes,
So
by
that's I seen
himself.
him up there.
And I was like,
but
that's strange.
that's
Not for Wayne.
Not for Wayne. It's normal.
Very arrogant. I've met Wayne 2 times.
Oh,
mhm.
what's the T?
I don't have none. I just he's just a, like he's
He
that
does
he's
his
a rock
own
star.
thing.
Let's just
Yeah.
he a rock
Yeah.
star. No stretch of the imagination. Like Wayne is really lives in his own bubble. You know, is self-consumed with himself. Just based off of the 2 encounters that I've had with him.
Shoot, I know an
so-
engineer that worked with him, and all he could tell me was horror stories.
Yeah,
So
he's not one of those artists that you look forward to meeting.
Yeah,
Like,
Oh.
yeah.
an
But-
idol you don't put on a
So I
pedestal.
can understand. I can
They don't
see.
meet your idols.
Yeah, I can see how that can come off, especially with him and his personality. Yeah, but you know, shout out to Wayne. He's an amazing artist.
Go.
You know what I'm saying? Personality wise, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He's an acquired taste for sure. Have you seen the this whole Meagan Good, Michael Ealy debacle?
Yes. Of
Jonathan
course.
Majors.
Uh-huh.
We all seen it, right? I just want to ask you a question. Let's just say you kick it. This your dude, right?
My man, my man.
all that, man. You know, y'all not using condoms. We have to make it relative, right? Y'all not using condoms, so you know how serious this is.
It's real.
It's real, right?
If the skin gone,
You
we
got
on.
underwear. You got underwear at his house. All right. A female friend, lady friend, runs up to him. Ain't seen him. Hey, blank. Runs up to him. Superman jumps in his arms, wraps her legs around his waist.
Wait.
Now, come on, no. We have to make
The
it
leg
relative.
wrap is excessive.
The leg wrap is equivalent to Michael Ealy picking this woman up in front of
But she didn't wrap her legs around him now.
the man. He picked her up.
Well, she's light.
Come on now, let's not.
Yeah,
do that.
but your feet coming off the ground is a lot
Don't pick
more
my girl feet
than-
up off the ground. Let's just not do that.
What's so funny to me is I saw a tweet and it was like Michael Ealy picked that girl up and swung her around so hard she had to hold her hat, took her on the ride, and was like, "Wee!"
You know what I'm saying? See, that was a raw hug.
Yeah.
Like if people were in the building, like they probably would have had sex.
Don't do
That's how serious that offense is, and I find it odd that women don't see how serious this is to men.
No, I can see that.
Okay,
Yeah.
You can't pick me up off the ground.
thank you. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. I
Yeah.
needed
My
a
man is
female.
small too. I'd be like, oh, now
Come
you're
on,
showing off.
you know what I'm saying? Like we can't
Now
do
you're
that.
doing too much.
You know? Did you see the movie?
Yeah.
Thoughts on the movie, Teddy? Thoughts on the movie?
Well, I ain't see the movie.
Divorce and Black.
Divorce
Yeah,
and
I ain't
Black?
see that.
I watched
yeah.
it with my
I
homegirls.
ain't see that.
How do you 1 out of 10, and we'll move on. Be honest.
That Tyler Perry.
Yeah, TP, you got to pay somebody to get in that room with you, please. God damn, it wasn't the worst movie he's ever made, but it wasn't the best either. Like, and I saw a tweet that said that from A Family That Prays till now, like you could see the decline in the
Mhm.
cinema. You know, he's had some movies that stuck out. Like he has produced great movies. Mr. D's, The Family That Prays.
Diary of a Mad Black
Diary of a
Woman.
Mad Black
was-
Woman was
yeah.
dope.
Yeah, it was
4 Little Girls.
Ooh, that what you call was depressing.
Was it 4 Little Girls? No,
Four
No.
Color Girls?
not 4 Color Girls.
You talking about the one with Idris Elba?
Yes.
His daughters. I forget what it's called. What's it
Yeah,
called?
Baby Daddy,
Daddy's right.
Movie.
Daddy's song.
that one.
I don't know.
Daddy's Little Girls.
There we
Daddy's
go.
Little Girls.
Yes.
I like that one.
Yeah, that was good.
Mhm.
Even Acrimony. Acrimony was dope.
That's the
Don't do
Kelly
that.
one.
Taraji P. Henson.
That
Oh,
movie was
no.
good.
Yeah, nah.
Y'all niggas tripping.
Nah.
Acrimony wasn't good. You didn't like Acrimony? Yeah, we can move on. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping for real. I never met
Shout out
anybody
to
that
Tyler
didn't. I
Perry.
never met anybody that didn't like Acrimony. What didn't you like about Acrimony? Never, ever. Everybody's the controversy is always who was right, who was wrong, but never did the movie was bad.
That's what y'all like it for.
That's crazy.
That's
All
what we
right.
like at FAMU.
That's crazy. Okay, that's what we doing. That's what we doing.
Wild to your
Let me know if we
girl.
opening that can. Let me know.
I'm not even trying to be funny.
Uh-huh.
I respect Tyler Perry so much.
I do
He
too.
does so good for the community.
He does.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know anybody that likes Acrimony.
That's wild.
That's to me, that is like the universal one that everybody's like, that's how she get back on the boat. Remember?
That's good
How she
point.
get on the boat?
Good point. Good point.
That makes sense.
Good point. Good
That was
point.
crazy.
Good point. What was the other one? The nigga with the bad braids, the braid wig. Ashtray, bitch. No, not that one.
Shamar Moore.
The
Oh.
You know which one I'm
was the
talking about.
Recent one. It was
Yes. I forgot. That was terrible too.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
shout out
TP,
Tyler.
we got to get you some writers, bro. Like, come on, let's be adults about this situation, and now the rumblings are, how he's portraying black men and black women in all of his movies, and once that starts to happen, because it's already been happening, but it's getting louder now, and we kind of need to change that narrative.
Y'all's favorite writer, producer, directors? Like, who are some faves, bro?
I like Ryan Coogler. Yeah. Ryan
definitely.
does good movies.
Mhm.
I like you talking movies only?
No, sure. Anyway.
I like Dick Wolf.
Oh yeah, of course.
Dick Wolf, like nostalgia for me. New York Undercover, Law and Order.
Yeah.
Who else? Courtney's cool. I like Courtney with the whole Power Universe.
Yeah.
And what's my girl that did Scandal? Shonda
Rhimes.
Yeah.
Shonda's very talented.
Yeah. I like Issa.
Issa is dope.
I can't because I
feel like her stuff is very relatable.
I mean, Insecure is freaking. That's our Cosby's.
For sure.
Like,
I agree.
So yeah, Insecure, freaking and then I often forgot one, but like new Jordan Peele because I'm a horror movie head, so I like a lot of his shit. Except the what was the one with the spaceship in the sky and Kiki hollering and shit.
See, I can't get down with Peele though.
Nope was Nope. Like, yeah.
I could not get into it. I remember
I'm not a
people
Peele.
in the theater and all you heard was like, what?
Yeah.
It was confusion. Like,
I was like, I'm not there for that.
At all.
I'm not a
I
Jordan
respect
Peele
his
fan.
craft, but I'm like, I'm also not a horror movie girl. It's
Okay.
just never.
Yeah, me. So I'm suspense, drama,
some
and
action.
yeah, action for sure. Comedy.
Romantic comedy, rom-com.
What's the last dope romantic comedy you saw?
That's a good question.
Don't say it. No. Was the Notebook romantic comedy? No. Notebook was serious, right?
It's also so.
I never saw it. I just hear people talk about it.
That shit is not for. It's not for us.
I would love us to do like a new one with.
We haven't had like a good black rom-com in a minute.
Oh, you remember The Photograph?
I'm about to say Issa and what's Lakeith? Yeah.
They didn't.
But ain't people like bash that shit?
What about
Respect.
What's the other one? They get killed at the end.
Queen.
I love Queen and Sugar.
I did too.
Everybody hated that shit.
Nah, I like that movie.
Like,
I like that movie.
I love Queen and Sugar.
It's called Queen and Slim.
Queen and Slim.
Oh, Queen and Slim. One of them motherfuckers. I used to have
a show and a movie.
And I used to have a fucking.
I like Queen and Sugar.
Queen Sugar is amazing.
Queen Sugar is a show.
Yeah.
I had 2 plants at the crib, and I called them motherfuckers Queen and Slim. That's how much I love that movie. But y'all bashed that shit. That shit was a good ass movie.
I remember. Do you remember when the trailer first came out?
Mm-hmm.
It was like during like the BET Awards, I think. It was like, ooh, I can't wait to see that. And I saw it. I was like, oh, I didn't love it. I wanted to love it.
I have a question. Is Meagan good at AK? Do you know?
No, she's not an AK. Why? Why would you say that?
I'm just asking. Before we get into the next topic, that's why. Because
she's not an AK.
Okay.
No, she's not Greek.
Who's like y'all most famous AKA?
We have Jada.
Pinkett Smith?
Yes.
She's an AKA?
Yeah, I thought everybody knew that. Yeah.
Ew.
We have,
not at AKAs, but ew at her. Like,
and that being the first one you go to?
For real.
She's famous.
She is. You're right. You answered the question.
We just got Tamron. We have Patti LaBelle.
Tamron Hall?
Yes.
Was she like grad chapter or something?
Honorary.
Y'all don't be respecting that. Let's not. Can we have an honest, open conversation about that?
By honorary?
For real. That's like honorary doctorate.
Honorary, like, because Bill Smith,
okay,
not Bill Smith, Bill Clinton.
Wait, our most famous is obviously Kamala Harris.
Okay.
From Howard.
Okay.
Grad chapter. I mean, not grad chapter, Alpha chapter, pardon me.
Shout out to Madam Lady.
Okay.
Madam President.
That's not honorary.
Madam Vice President. Yeah, no. She went to the real HU, right? I'm just playing. That was from earlier. I keep score.
How much longer we got?
Okay. Well, I know So my pops is a Q, and
Okay.
I think we got Shaq, Steve Harvey. I say we. I ain't even Greek, but
They.
Shaq, Steve Harvey, Michael Jordan,
Okay.
and one more. I forgot. I think no, not Obama. Was it Tyler?
So
Not
I know y'all don't have a legacy clause, but
Right.
did you ever feel the need to follow in your father's footsteps?
No.
You never
'Cause-
had a desire.
At one point in time, I did. I think for me, it was always I could use his name, and it worked the same.
Mhm.
That's just how his legacy was just set up for me. It made it easy for me. I didn't have to do the legwork of being in the fraternity. All I had to do was be his son, and
Okay.
So that if I could do it all over again, I probably would. I probably would pledge, just because I know how bad he wanted me to pledge. But I got a son. My brother got 2 sons, so he got 3 more generations that he could mold and brainwash. You could leave me alone by that one, Pop. But so I do have another question for you. Oh no, we was talking about Meagan Good, right? So you saw the whole Oreo.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's
Angela Simmons.
Sorry, Angela Simmons. I apologize.
I was talking about Meagan Good in the hat.
Yeah.
We.
She got it. Anyway, how you feel about Angela Simmons? Like, what is she doing? She need help.
No, I mean,
Y'all got good PR,
mean
right?
what?
Yeah, we gotta help her out.
Look, she's on her third, like, at this point. Like, you got to start with, like, and if they post edit this shit, we going to swipe this shit like I'm Vanna White or some motherfucker, right? But you got to start with her in that damn Cheeto bag outfit.
Cheeto bag was terrible.
That was wild.
Yeah.
Then she popped up with the gun purse,
The
right?
water gun purse was terrible.
She was ahead of her time, though. I thought that was her at the goddamn presidential shooting. But anyway, I thought she popped the
Stop
nigga.
it now. Stop
And then she follow up with the hot tub full of Oreos.
I couldn't get down with the
All right.
Oreos. And they wasn't even double stuff.
I'm telling you.
Like, who does
let's be
that?
for real. You come home and you see your significant other
Mm-hmm.
pulling a Whitney Houston in a tub full of Oreos.
Don't say that. Why would you say
Or you
that?
dating
Drowning your, you
Look,
drowning
you,
your
let's just say
sorrows.
you
Okay,
dating somebody and you gotta
but-
watch this.
But
Mhm.
here's what though.
Mm.
Let me give her some credit for this. Yo Gotti has liked her for a very long time.
True.
So he knows how she is.
He picked the wrong
seen-
system.
No, he's seen her social media. He was like, you know what? That's kind of cute. He's into it. So shout out to Angela representing for the little,
The cornballs.
I still feel like Reverend need to run his ass down there and goddamn get her
Yeah,
ass
she
together.
tripping,
That
man.
shit
She gotta
don't-
calm that shit down. She too pretty for all that.
Her man like it. And that's
I don't think he do. He just don't talk.
That part.
He don't. We don't know what this nigga like. Other than money, and cars.
He said something about the gun purse. He was like, Bay's just practicing or something
She
like
was
that.
practicing all
He didn't know what to say. That's some shit you say when your girl out here wilding and you can't even justify it. He didn't know what to say.
I would have sat at the edge of the
Shout
table
out
and
to
ate a
Gotti,
couple of them
man.
motherfuckers off her though.
I bet them
Hey,
were
you know.
good. I bet it was delicious.
We would just been big backs together, eating Oreos off each other.
That's
Shit.
funny.
We'll get through this bitch.
Are you
backs
so you
crazy.
you from Atlanta? Yes.
From Marietta.
Marietta, okay, the North. And were you heavy into mixtapes? I want to dive into favorite mixtapes of all time. Do you have a particular mixtape that you just grew up on? It's nostalgia for you. You know, it's pre-Twerk era.
I used to love Baby D when I was in.
Baby D.
You don't know Baby D?
Mm-mm.
You know Baby D. You
Baby
know
D
Baby
was
From
he's
Oakland.
Atlanta. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that Walk It Out?
No,
No,
that's,
that's
That's Then
Yeah.
Baby D made what?
Baby D.
Sing the song.
You're not gonna know none of these songs. Well, he did. Okay.
You ain't from Atlanta neither.
Don't let
Okay,
hey,
nah.
represent your clique. Don't let him do that to you.
My bad. Y'all thought you were finna say I ain't from Atlanta.
I wasn't gonna say
Okay.
it. That's not what I.
They not like us, all right?
This is contentious. All
Baby
right,
D,
but
what did Baby D sing?
He did the A-Town Stomp, like the original, like A-Town Stomp.
Okay.
I
He
feel
did
like
that
he had a
one.
bigger record though.
He did well, you're not gonna know. Every Time You See Me, he did, Baby D, aka Little Chopper Toy. No,
Okay.
just
I'm familiar. Not well versed, but
Okay.
I've heard.
he did have a bigger song. Oh, East Side versus West Side.
That was before my time. I got here in 2012.
Really?
Yeah.
The only old nigga from Atlanta I know like that is Kilo.
Okay.
I've heard of Kilo Ali, correct?
Yeah, Kilo
Yeah,
Ali.
I've heard
Okay,
of him.
well, this was like
Before him.
yes,
Oh, around that same time.
Around that same time. This is like Camp.
Okay.
You know,
Camp
they had the show on
Productions.
TV and
Okay.
the whole thing.
Gotcha. Okay. So you rolling with Baby D.
Mhm.
Teddy, what you got?
It's a ton of them, but I will go with, because of the memories, Cushion Orange Juice.
Okay.
It takes me square back to, shout
That
out
was a good mixer.
shout out to the LBs that take me back to the good old days.
What were y'all doing back then?
Family forgive me, but take me to the days of skipping class because we high as fuck,
Yep.
pissing away the tuition because we, just
Okay.
high.
That's what
Got
you
it.
do with family.
Those were the days though.
What year was Cushion Orange Juice?
Cushion Orange Juice was like 2008, 9,
Okay.
somewhere, I want to say
Was
maybe.
it that long ago?
No, I'm lying. I crossed in 08, so it had to be like 2010.
Okay.
So yeah.
Still.
Yeah. It's a while ago though.
Yes.
I'm an old head. Trapper Die is it for me.
Oh yeah. Of course.
I
Trapper
was-
Die was hard.
That was to me, that set the standard for mixtapes.
Mhm.
Like I know a lot of people talk about New York and 50 Cent and the Locks and how they kind of and Fabulous and those guys, they were the insurgents of mixtapes. But when that damn Jeezy hit the street,
Mhm.
You were in Miami when you heard it?
hell no, I was in Tally.
was in Tally?
What
Yeah.
year was that?
06.
06, yeah.
Because I was still in high school.
I got the Tally in 03. I got the Tally in 03.
Yeah.
And then we had, so I think my year, 50 Cent might have been, I think that was Wanksta 03.
Mm.
So coming off of that, and
Damn,
then
you was where in 03?
I was in 12th grade when Wanksta came out.
Damn, I
That was
couldn't-
like the song of our year. That and Go Shawty. This shit, like they
I wasn't
they
even
play
old
down.
enough to purchase a parental
That's crazy.
advised CD at that time.
Well, that lets you know the age gap in the room.
That's crazy, yo.
So
but-
what you said 2006 was
Jeezy, yeah, Trapper
06,
Died, and then I think
Yeah.
Ross was shortly either right before or right after. I get the timelines mixed up, but Every Damn Hustling.
Trapper Die was 05
Okay.
because the soundtrack to my freshman year, 06 in FAMU, you step out your dorm, all you heard was either Port of Miami or
Yep.
Thug Motivation.
That's what.
101.
Yeah, correct.
It was both of those projects.
Correct.
So that was 06. Like,
Correct. Yeah. So those are two mixtapes, or like around that time. That was my era when music was where it's supposed to be.
Oh Lord.
Now I don't know. I don't.
Don't be that geriatric man. Come on, bro.
the old man in the kitchen.
The old man, bro.
No, I remember when Jeezy came out because that's when I was sneaking on Spelman's campus
Okay.
to visit my sister who was in HH. The
What's
dorm
that?
there. It's a dorm.
Okay.
Spelman.
Mhm.
And I would spend the weekend. Sorry, Dr. Tatum. I would spend the weekend at Spelman and we would hang out.
Mhm.
We'd go to the Morehouse Suites. It was so fun. And I was like, oh my God, and the Jeezy's playing. It was all thing.
I want to ask you a question that I seen in an interview with TK Kirkland in the Breakfast Club. He mentioned that because Spelman is named after a white woman, that it is not considered an HBCU. Did you know that?
Number one, no, I did not know that.
Okay.
But
Wow.
number two, a lot of our HBCUs were founded.
I
by
agree.
white people.
I agree.
Same with Hampton.
I agree.
You know, Armstrong was definitely very white.
Yes.
You know, so
From what I read, Spelman was Rockefeller's wife.
sure.
But the premise of an HBCU, it was geared towards empowering blacks,
Yeah.
not necessarily who the school was named after.
Correct.
So
Like blacks, Native Americans, like yes,
the disenfranchised.
correct.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
was it charity or was it a tax write-off?
We don't know. But they still give. I mean,
We'll
it's
take it
definitely a
away.
tax write-off because
I
they still
mean-
donate money still to this day.
Yeah.
So I mean, you call it what you want, but
Mhm.
Spelman is
dope.
one of the premier
You
HBCUs.
know, I think I
Likewise
knew
with
about Spelman. That's news.
Yeah, that was news
Yeah.
to me too. I didn't even know that.
you know. Speaking of HBCU, you look good in your FAMU colors. You know.
Come on, Rattler.
You know, I don't
Just
know.
put the strings up one good time.
No,
Strike
what?
again.
Why would I do that?
Ah.
Stop being weird. No.
I mean, everybody subconsciously, wants to be on
The highest of seven hills.
It's okay though.
You know what? I will say I respect the level of school pride that y'all have.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So I feel like at Hampton we take advantage of it, or we don't feel it as much. When you graduate, that's kind of when you fall.
Yeah.
At least for my class.
Okay.
You know, I graduated in 09. That's kind of when we fell more in love with our school. Like, I respect it about y'all, about Tuskegee. Y'all go to the games, y'all be in the colors. And Hampton would be like, well, I got a cute outfit, so I ain't about to wear blue and white. Like, I don't even look right in that color.
What's your mascot?
The pirate.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that, no.
You knew that.
No, there's black pirates. Boy, y'all was just all the way.
The only
out
mascot
there.
that matters is the Rattler. Like, I mean, just that.
Really?
I mean, we know about the alley cats down in Daytona. You know what I'm saying?
Who are some of y'all other rivals besides Bethune?
That's it.
That's really
And Bethune really ain't no rival
at all.
It's 13th grade down there.
So technically we have Howard, but we don't
Yeah.
think about Howard and Hampton. Hampton is, at least when I was there, let me say that. Hampton loves Hampton. So Hampton is enthusiastic about Hampton.
Mhm,
Nothing else really matters. But we do the Battle of the Bay, and so that's Norfolk State. But even then we're like, please.
Yeah, we don't have. It used to be so.
Tennessee.
TSU. We used to do.
Yeah.
It was the Atlanta Classic.
Yeah.
Atlanta Classic was
I did do
one.
that.
Of course, FAMU Classic between us and Bethune.
Yeah.
I think in football, is it Prairie State?
Prairie View A&M.
Prairie A&M.
Yeah.
That seems to always be a game that people kind of talk about.
And JSU has started getting to that point, you know, during the the Dion days.
Okay.
So yeah.
Right. Okay. So I want to get into some more topics that we have. You know, we're seeing a lot of artists going on tour and they're not selling. Either it's a lot of cancellations, you know, ticket sales are readily declined. I think I seen something either yesterday or the day before about Brian McKnight, like his issue.
Brian McKnight having issues with ticket sales.
Yes, like it was.
Who going to see him?
Well, Brian McKnight has a very, very strong catalog. I think he does. Let's not do that. But I think it's his out of the studio endeavors that is causing people to no longer be fans with him anymore.
He is weird.
He a deadbeat.
He should have never let us in on that part of his life, right?
Okay.
So there was a time when artists kind of had a little mystery behind them. You didn't know their personal life. You didn't know their business. We never needed to know that Brian McKnight named his second child Brian McKnight Jr. because he was like, or whatever succession that child is, because he was like, well, I don't really like my first Brian McKnight Jr., so he don't count. So here's another
He
one.
said that?
Essentially. Ain't that weird?
Yeah, this nigga's wild.
We never needed to know that.
That
Why
shit
would
was
we need to know that?
because
he went out of his way.
Yeah, out of his way.
Out of his way to be petty. And then ever since then, everybody was like, well, you're just weird. Why would we want to support you?
I mean, and then keeping it a buck, like the music don't warrant wanting to see this nigga Nanway live. Like
Brian McKnight?
Bro,
let's not do that.
You want to sit there and hear one?
I'm not. What I'm saying. What I'm
dream come
true.
I'm not pressed, but we can't sit here and act like he didn't have a.
I ain't saying he didn't have hits. I just said I ain't trying to be back at one live with the nigga.
In 2024, I'm okay.
Some shit just don't age well, like to be seen live.
True. So what do we think is the cause of all of these touring woes?
I mean, why pay all that money to see your favorite artist when you can just open Instagram and see them right there? I just feel like everyone's very accessible. Unless they have an amazing show or it's like something like Essence Fest. It's like, why? You know, so I will say Chris Brown has been getting great ticket sales.
Hell yeah.
People go, they pay all that money. Usher. Because Usher's experience is so unique. He's on skates. He's serenading people. It's something different. But it's just, if it's going to be your artist just walking back and forth with the mic, you know, rapping over their songs, like, what am I paying money for that for?
Great point. That's the thing. Because, like, I know when I had brought it to you, it was around, like, the whole conversation with, like, Sexy Red. And it was of note that, like, her ticket sales weren't selling. And she went online to argue it. I know Future and Metro had to cancel a couple of dates. J-Lo canceled her whole tour. Like, my thing is, yeah, obviously, like it's the performance with the new age artists, right?
Mhm.
A lot of you fuck niggas can't perform, first
Right.
and foremost. Let's just keep it a buck. Like going on stage holding your dick with all your homies behind you, ain't nobody trying to pay to see that shit.
Right.
So point
Mhm.
blank, bam. Secondarily, like the average consumer does not owe you what you're asking financially of them.
Right.
Let's keep it a buck. Like times is hard.
Yes.
People are being laid off.
inflation.
The inflation, people are being laid off. Companies don't want to pay you no real fucking money. So it's just
Ticketmaster
like,
robbing niggas
you know what I'm saying?
and check
all
out.
those extra fees.
All the the ticket
Jesus
scalpers
So
and
it's like,
shit.
is it even worth
So
it?
when it comes down to it, is having a concert ticket is a luxury, to be honest with you.
Very much so.
Very
And
good-
we're in a market
good
where
way to put
like it's oversaturated. So it's
Yeah.
like, and you already giving all your money to Beyonce
Yes, correct.
to see her. You already giving all your money to Drake and them. I know I paid a shit ton to go see Kendrick a couple years ago. So it's just like your high end artists who are going to give you a whole show
Experience. Yes.
experience. There we go. Like
Mhm.
you're paying the money to see them. So these other people, it's like, bro, like you're not owed my money. And then the other thing too is like, I don't know whether it's the management. I don't know whether it's the agent. I don't know whether it's the artist, but there's greed taking place because
Mhm.
even with Sexy Red, they're dealing with low ticket sales, but why are you booking in arenas?
Mhm.
You're not an arena artist.
Yeah, not yet.
These
She-
people
she
that
getting
we
that.
So, okay, so in Atlanta, where would you see?
Coca-Cola, Roxy,
Yeah, actually, that's pretty.
Tabernacle, Center Stage.
Tabernacle,
Yeah,
for sure,
she
yeah.
Party's doing Roxy tomorrow. Like
Oh, okay.
that's
yeah.
appropriate. Like an
Sure.
arena. How,
She could do Lakewood. I can see Sexy at Lakewood.
you can see Lex.
Lakewood Amphitheater. I think she could book that.
Okay.
T-Pain was there.
Yeah, but he has a catalog.
Hold on,
What
hold
are we
on.
talking
Hold
about?
on, hold on.
Comparable to Sexy
It's
Red?
that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
What I'm saying is she has the fan base that she has in Atlanta
Mhm.
is comparable to a T-Pain fan base in Atlanta. Is what I'm saying. She could book. She can fill out Lakewood Amphitheater.
You know why I say no? Because T-Pain's demo crosses over niggas into white folks too.
Very true.
So where Sexy's like shit stops, he keeps going. And then again, like it's a catalog, bro. T-Pain
Catalog.
can perform for an hour plus. How many songs? I know y'all love Miss Sexy Red, but how many songs y'all know about her?
Remember the demo conversation we had? All of the little girls between the ages of 12 and 16, they're coming to see Sexy Red.
How they paying to go?
They-
Their
what you-
parents gotta buy
Their
it.
parents got to buy
absolutely.
them a ticket.
I just we in the last episode, I just had a conversation with him about my neighbor. He took his daughter to see Honcho at
Oh.
That was what
How old?
that was at birthday bash.
birthday bash.
Oh.
Yeah.
14, 15, give or take. 14, 15, 16. She's not an adult.
Okay.
So I believe that she can pack out Lakewood. But like I'm in agreement with you about Coca-Cola Roxy,
Coca-Cola Roxy feels
Center
appropriate.
Stage.
Center Stage feels appropriate.
Yeah, like
Hmm.
people get on Sexy Red. I actually did you see her on the shop? Do you watch the shop?
I've seen episodes. I didn't see this last.
So on the shop, it was her.
And Andre 3000.
Yeah.
It was Andre 3000. It was my
Interesting.
main man, Fear God creator, Essentials. I forgot his name.
FAMU alum.
FAMU alum, just in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
And it was two other people on there. I forgot. But the way she articulated her points, and I think people, they judge her just based off of her outer appearance, which we normally do. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
when you really sit down and talk to the girl, like she's not this ghetto bumpkin that everybody thinks that she is. So that's why I believe that her music is translating the way that it is, because she's relatable. Yes, she got red hair, she got blonde hair, she got blue hair. But when you interview her, it's not a nigga out here that ain't been around her and said that she cool as fuck. To me, that mean a lot. Because nowadays you see all of the infighting going on with the girls, you know,
With the what now?
with the girls.
The girls.
The girls, all right?
GWO.
Everybody beefing, everybody mad at each other, and she running around the country with Drake and Sosa and everybody else, and she living her life and she doing her thing, and the music is banging. Let's not act like she not cranking them shits out the park. So I'm team say I don't know what her hive is, but I'm in line.
What is a Sexy Red?
We need to come up with one.
Dude, I don't know.
The wick check, folks.
Don't be ignorant.
That's low.
Hey, end of the day, bro. Yes, I feel you. Like, Sexy won me over with her personality.
Yes.
Right. She cool, but guess what? Being cool in a personality does not fill an arena at the end of the day.
I agree.
Speaking of the crib alone, Tampa, she is slated to perform at the Ealy. That's the same place that Doja Cat sold out. It's the same place that Drake and J. Cole
How
did.
many seats there?
I gotta get the head count on it, but it's like, just because you are, because like there's levels to this first and foremost, right? You have stadium artists, which is like very, very few. The Weeknd, Beyonce, Taylor, like these people like that.
Yep.
Then you got arena artists like your Drake, your Kendrick, your Cole, is like those people. She's not an arena artist. And the thing is, people get it mixed up because of the uptick in these festivals. You get booked to do a festival.
Yeah.
Like, people are paying all that money to see multiple people. That does not mean that you have hard ticket fans that will come see you at a venue like fucking Phillips. Like, it's greed to me. And then it's greed meeting we're not in a place where the average person can afford to just go see any and every artist right now. And you going to see Sexy Red, or you going to see Missy Elliott, Busta, and Sierra?
Oh, nigga, I'm going to see Missy. Off rip.
Great.
I get Missy get my whole check.
Ooh, she's fabulous.
She get my whole check.
Since last year.
Yeah.
I heard she has a great live show.
Yeah.
Man, fucking tastic. I will give her that. That shit is great.
Diss tracks. Are you well versed in rap, hip hop?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean,
you said you wrote for the blog.
I wrote for the what?
In the blog, the
give me your top diss track, or a diss track that kind of just resonated with you. You know, when you hear it, it just takes you back to wherever you were when you heard it.
Oh, you know what? That's so funny you said that. What just popped in my head was when Tip and Ludacris had their beef.
Good
because
one.
I remember they played it back on the radio, and he was like, "Please stay off the TIP."
Yeah.
I
hated Luda for years.
I was like, oh my God, why would he say that? Like, it was.
I hated Luda for years.
Yeah, that was a moment. That was a moment.
I hate how he did my dog.
I just remember they played it at least. I think it was 107.9. They played it back to back, maybe like 10 times.
Okay,
crazy.
Teddy, what you got?
The hardest diss tracks to me of all time are freaking No Vaseline and fucking Hit 'Em Up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
period.
Mm-hmm.
So my conversation is, where does Not Like Us start creeping in there? Because the conversation was, hands down, there's never been a more successful diss record than that song.
Period.
True.
You could argue with your mama about it, because at this point, it just, as of today, it just hit number one.
Can we say
again.
that though? Can we say that? Because we have we have to take into account that we're in a society that we have more metrics now than we did back in the day.
Yes, we have more metrics, but like, I mean, Ether.
Oh, Ether.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
were people in the club? Like,
that's what I'm saying, bro.
Yes.
It's a difference.
Ether. Like, I don't think so.
Nah.
Well, you again, age. Yes. Yes.
You were in the club and heard Ether.
I wasn't in the club, but I remember the impact that Ether had because it was on the radio.
Yeah,
it was on.
Sure.
So if we're looking at the metrics of the topic, radio spins mattered back then. Way more than radio spins were retweets or likes today, right?
Correct.
Ether was on the radio constantly. Between that and Takeover, they were going back and forth. So it was always, and that went on and then the distance between, or the time between the two diss tracks was because Nas dropped Ether out the blue. Like nobody was really, they thought that he was done. Like Hov had killed him, and he dropped Ether, and it was mayhem from there. So, but I give you Ether. Yes, it was. I don't know I think we can measure diss tracks now because we got so much data. We overloaded with data. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. Okay, so these are two different things: success and impact.
Yes.
You could always measure success, and to this day, there is no diss record that is outdoing Not Like Us from a successful standpoint. As of today, it just hit number one once again on the Hot 100 on Billboard.
It did.
So like, there's no diss track that's
they
outdoing.
still play Hit 'Em Up, bro.
They still play it. Now, impact is a different question.
Okay.
Who don't know? First off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. Like, come on, bro. Like, that was crazy. Yeah. And I don't know if it gets more ruthless than Hit 'Em Up, and I mean Ether's up there, but I don't know. The West Coast niggas got the most ruthless diss tracks because Hit 'Em Up and fucking No Vaseline like are crazy. And then whether you want to say or not Like Us is pretty fucking ruthless. To have kids and everybody out here talking about A minor and pedophiles, like
I'm like, we're really dancing to like a diss track.
Yeah.
Like everybody is losing their minds to something.
A pedophile is a vibe. That's wild.
I hold
That is crazy.
Wild.
I hold and my choice isn't the most popular one. But I think it was more disrespectful than Hit 'Em Up, Against All Odds. Which is the last it's the last track on the Illuminati album, the Machiavelli album. That track is far more disrespectful than Hit 'Em Up. And he talking about more than just Biggie. He talking about Biggie, Hove, Mobb Deep, and Nas. So for me, that is probably the best diss track of all time. For me, but I'm the old nigga on the couch, so
it's the best, but it doesn't have as much impact.
It does not have as much impact because it was a post. What do you call it? Post.
I always get that word wrong.
After he died.
Posthumous.
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 Yes.
Post Malone.
But it dropped after he passed away, and it didn't get the radio play that it did. It didn't have a video. Like the Hit 'Em Up video was crazy.
Oh yeah,
the Biggie lookalikes, the Kim lookalikes,
the Faith lookalike.
This nigga Pac was crazy.
Shit was crazy. Yeah.
Disrespectful.
Pac was crazy, like for real. But yeah, that's for me. I do agree with you. I think Not Like Us going number one again speaks volumes. I think it's gonna be there for a while.
Do y'all remember the first moment you heard Not Like Us?
Oh my God.
I do.
Someone tweeted that shit today, and I was like, I want to go back to when I first heard. I see dead people. I was like, I heard that shit, and when I heard Mustard on the beat, I popped off the fucking couch, because you knew what time it was. Like that was a moment. That was a fucking moment.
I remember I played it for my friends because I heard it first, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Y'all didn't hear the Kendrick?"
It was.
And then everybody's face was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
Oh my God, what is this?
No, for sure. For sure.
It was a great moment.
That's one that will stand the test of time.
Oh yeah.
From now until who knows when.
I mean, this track, not even because that's something we can go into like later. Because diss tracks, that's why I said we had to appreciate this for what it was. Because I think it's like the last of its kind that we gonna get. Because the new niggas they can't rap first and foremost, for real. And then outside of that, niggas not gonna beef with words. Niggas is shooting and killing each other. So, we enjoy the fuckery for what it was because this is the last of it. To be honest with you, it's the last of it.
That's fair.
We throw this legend word around often. Okay. I believe it's an overly used and saturated term. My question is, what is your definition of a legend? And who in the last, me and Teddy talked about 5 to 7 years, but just in the last decade, who would you claim to be a living legend? Only living, because everybody because most of the people that have passed on, we can already, we can agree that they're legends. Your Pacs, your Biggies, Nipsey Hussle, like all of these people are already solidified in my opinion. But who today?
Living legend.
Living legend. Don't mention Beyonce. We already know her.
How was you gonna say it? Do y'all think Toni Braxton is a legend?
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
But y'all reaching back. That's like we know she's a legend.
Yeah.
We know she's
artist that came out.
Let's stop at like
2000.
Nah, not 2010. Because if you go to 2000, like it'll still be easy.
Okay. 2010. Who came out in 2010?
2010 up.
That's a legend. Who was already making music?
Like that was like their like beginning period, if anything.
Okay. Their beginning period.
It's still easy. It's still easy with me saying 2010.
Is it easy?
Yeah, because Drake, Kendrick, Cole are right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bam. Future is absolutely a legend.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
No question. Don't make that face.
Absolutely.
I know. I just would like some clarity.
On what? What else you need? Have you not heard
Future
March
is not a
Madness?
legend?
Have you not heard March Madness?
I didn't say that. I would just love a explanation.
Catalog,
Yeah.
Okay.
pose.
Why does that matter?
What? We men. That definitely matters.
I have so much to say on that.
That
but I'm gonna
definitely
leave it
matters.
alone.
The women that Future has had, bar none, he's up there. He's up there with the great
Why
ones.
All right. Go ahead. I would give you Drake.
Impact.
Future?
Absolutely impact.
Drake wouldn't be who he is without Future.
Without Future.
And I stand 10 toes on that one.
Absolutely. Drake
would not be
ran
who
to
he
Atlanta.
is. Not in Atlanta. He would
Ran to Atlanta.
not. Yeah. No, he would not. He would not be who he is in Atlanta without Future's assistance.
Okay.
And Metro.
Okay.
I can say Metro too.
Who else is a legend to you?
2010?
2010. That's why I say it makes it hard. There are people that I feel like are on the verge of
The
legend.
path.
Yeah. SZA she's on the verge.
Okay.
Doja Cat, Verge. Like those two people, like
I can see Doja.
The Weeknd.
I'm gonna say Chris Brown. Is that
He's a legacy act. He's pre-2010, but he's absolutely a legend. Absolutely. The catalog, the hits,
yeah.
the influence, impact. Like people can say what they want, bro.
You got The Weeknd. You said Party Next Door. Who
I
you said?
never
The Weeknd?
said Party
My
Next
bad.
Door.
You said The Weeknd.
Never said.
He said The Weeknd.
He said The Weeknd.
He said The Weeknd.
I said The Weeknd.
You think The Weeknd is a legend?
Bro, The Weeknd he did stadium tours, bro.
Who has it?
What?
Who has
Sexy Red?
Come on now, let's not be ridiculous.
No, let's be absolutely factual. Let me break this down for you.
Okay.
Bro. I went to see The Weeknd. That was the Starboy tour, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I just bought a ticket on the Humbug. Oh, bam. Tyler, the Creator, on the Verge. But anyways, I went to see The Weeknd on the Humbug. Paid $50 to go to that concert. It was at the Benz, not the Phillips.
Okay.
Different size, right? In there, I saw everyone from like 10, 11, 12 years of age to like 60 years of age.
Mm-hmm.
I saw black. I saw white. I saw Hispanic. I saw everything in between. There was no demo cap. The Weeknd has music going all the way back to his trilogy like era, where it's nothing but drugs and dope and eerie shit, to House of Balloons, all the way up to like the hyper pop shit, like, you know, that's come out over the past, like, you know, 5 to 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot tell me The Weeknd, who is in that small group of people who can perform in stadiums and do the fucking halftime show at the Super Bowl, is not a legend, bro. Legend, like, they not letting nobody less than a legend step on the stage and perform at the fucking halftime show.
That is a fact.
You boosted it up with that.
That is a fact. You made a great point with the Super Bowl.
The halftime show.
Yeah.
So I was gonna disagree.
I tell you, y'all folks, y'all live in these bubbles where, like, if I don't listen to the nigga,
I don't
can't be
get
that
the hype over The Weeknd. That's just he's never.
But you also said you thought The Weeknd was Party Next Door.
No, voice wise, I can't tell him.
I can hear the difference now.
I can't.
Really?
I really
mean,
can't.
They're both like waily, whiny, but I hear the difference.
Yeah,
They're just two mysterious niggas from Toronto.
That's it.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's all it is.
Donald Glover is a legend. I'm a double back. I give it to my main man Childish Gambino. He's a legend. Just based off of he is a talent. He can sing, rap, write, produce. Yes.
I think he's very smart. I do think he's very talented.
I believe, like, when you haven't seen a talent like him since Jamie. Name him.
I'm not here to fight it. That nigga is mostly
Since Jamie. We haven't seen nobody that has done what he has done on the level that he's done. And he's been quiet about it too. Like he'll drop him.
He do his shit and keep it moving.
Yeah, like Atlanta was an amazing show. You know, he's an amazing artist.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen his live show. That's one thing that I haven't seen. But Childish is that nigga, man. Like, and he your hometown Hero.
She's not from Atlanta,
Oh,
bro.
my bad. Oh, my.
He not from Atlanta. He from the east side.
Stop playing with Zone 6, man. That boy from...
He from the outskirts. Outskirts.
I got you. I got
Halfway to
Childish.
Conyers.
I got you. That's my legend.
He's very talented.
I got
Donald
you.
Glover, Childish Gambino.
Yes.
He is.
I think he's multifaceted. He's a
and
multifaceted
talented.
legend. Yeah.
Sure.
That's a category. That's a characteristic of being a legend. Because when you name the other legends,
So
like let's just say Pac. Pac was a thespian. He was a rapper. He ain't sing. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh wait, but this is not. I was gonna say I have another legend, but she's not like 2010.
oh,
I mean Janet Jackson.
Oh,
man, come on,
yeah,
that's-
yeah.
we already know.
But because I was thinking about being like a multi hyphenate, like
Yes.
Yeah.
singing, acting, dance.
It's not a lot of them though.
It's not.
I mean, it's like it's shriveling up because that's more so like the conversation is like we're not in a place. I don't want to say where we're going. I think we're leaving a legendary era. Like
Mm.
we don't.
What's the next area? Then?
I don't know what it necessarily is, but I just know that like our artists that we have now, it's like it's not as many that are just like on that path, right?
Yeah, the
Like I guess
longevity
you know
not there.
you will have people that would say Meg is going to be a legend. I don't know.
Probably.
I think so.
I think Corday was on path.
I think
don't
Corday
know.
was dope.
I think
know
Corday
any
was
of
on
his
path,
lyrics.
and I don't know what happened. Well, YB, what is it? YBN?
Mhm.
YBN Corday. He was on path, and I don't know what happened with him and the little Asian girl, the
They
tennis player.
together. They got a jit on.
Oh, they still together?
Yeah.
Oh, they keeping it real low key. Then I didn't know that.
Is so
Yeah, Shawty dropped the jit and went back out there hitting the balls.
Naomi Osaka.
Oh,
That's her name. There you go. Boom.
Yes.
See, we
Ain't that the
need.
name of like some teriyaki sauce?
That's why we
I
need a
think
female
Meagan
presence.
Is on the path.
Megan is on the path.
Megan.
Yes.
Also,
Oh,
Victoria-
Nikki. Victoria.
Victoria Monet.
How the fuck I forget Vicky? Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
She's on the
She
path to be a
is.
legend. I mean, I think she's
is
very talented.
because
Yeah.
she can sing, dance, has that breath control, has
Okay.
that presence, like, and that's why I feel like. Do you remember the BET Awards when Coco Jones was watching her and her mouth was
Dropped.
open?
Yeah.
Wow.
Coco.
But
That's
see,
why I understand.
That's why I say we have to like where it seems like we don't really have many like budding like legends and
Mhm.
superstars like we used to. We have to like champion, and we've been doing a great job with Victoria doing it.
I agree.
Like I love the fact that all Black people love Victoria Monet.
She's fantastic.
She's so fucking great, and we just have to
Talented.
continue to like the same way like me and my mom would argue. I'd be like, Jasmine Sullivan's better than Whitney Houston. Like she's our Whitney Houston. Like, and
No.
she not going for it. But she is our. I didn't grow up with listening to no fucking Whitney Houston. I did jazz though. So it's the same thing with Victoria. Like she's our. If we keep it frank, she's our Beyonce.
No.
She absolutely can and will be our Beyonce, if not our
Are
Janet.
you on drugs?
If in
No.
when she retires, I can see her picking up the torch. Sure.
Hell yeah.
From we just talking from a talent level, like being able to sing and
Sing, dance, entertain,
all
perform.
around.
Yeah.
All around.
There's nobody coming close to Janet and Beyonce but Victoria.
Correct.
okay.
And Beyonce will tell you that herself.
I'll stand down because I'm not well versed in Victoria Monet.
She's fantastic.
She's
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got Vic, who is your that's your selection?
I guess on the way to legends.
Okay.
Sure.
Teddy, you got yours?
Yeah.
Who you-
SZA, Victoria.
Okay.
Those my people right there.
Got it.
And
Okay.
Doja. I love Doja.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sis is gonna end up being like the next like Shaka Khan.
Right.
Like I see that for sure for her.
Okay. Cool. Last segment of the evening. We have this segment called Shit You Said, where we read off a tweet that the other has said that could be deemed as outlandish
Mhm.
or just pretty fucking ridiculous.
I know he has some.
So I was able to find. Who went first last time? Was it me or you?
You went first last time, so I guess I
Okay. Yes.
Lord mercy. Let's take a look here. So yeah,
I'm scared.
Is this like competitive?
It just we just addressed what we said and then we laugh about it, comment on it, try to figure out what headspace you were in when you tweeted it. Like,
So this is a double like tweet. It's
Oh,
a
shit.
situation.
Oh Jesus.
So nigga said, this girl next to me on a date, and the nigga has stank breath. If I smell it, I know she do. You followed that up by saying, nah, I know she's pissed. Nigga breath smell like open booty with the fan blowing. I mean, you were pretty descriptive, so I can't get you to get more descriptive, but
So let me tell you what happened.
Where were you?
Where was I? I was at. Damn, where was I? I can't remember now. Oh, 42 Bar and Grill.
Okay.
I was in the area. If you don't know, 42 Bar and Grill is off Memorial in the Grant Park area. Parking is shit, but the food is amazing. Food is amazing. The vibe is cool. I'm not a hookah hottie. You know what I'm saying? But they got the hookah in there. And
Hookah hottie is crazy.
yeah, but the guy, so I was sitting in there watching, I think the WNBA game was about to come on. I think LA was about to play somebody. I forgot. And the guy sat down. Well, he sat down with his date.
Okay.
And, you know, I'm minding my business. Something just hit me across my nose. Bow. I was like, God damn, what is that?
So just
I turn over and he laughs.
and you smell it again.
It hit me again. I was like, boy, God damn, boy, you need Listerine IV or something. Like, it just wasn't. It was strong. That's
if
what.
It's like that, he probably has like a rotten tooth.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
and
tongue dirty.
I didn't understand how she was okay with this. She's just sitting there, and I wanted to know if she was okay. Like, because there's nowhere in the hell that I can smell this, and it's a chair in between us. I know I smell it. You sitting right next to him. Why don't you smell this? And why aren't you saying something? Why aren't you offering this man gum or something? Have you ever been on a date with a guy with stink breath?
I've never been on a date with a guy with stink breath. I have chatted with a man who I was like, okay, he probably needs to go to the dentist.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no way to say that without offending someone. You know, what are you gonna say?
This what you got. This is what I found out. You just got to put gum in your mouth and then offer it.
But,
Nine times out of 10, they're gonna take it.
But if it's so bad it bleeds to the gum,
then you got to end the date, or you got to end the conversation, or whatever y'all was doing. You just got to end it because there's no helping him.
Like, getting gum for yourself and giving to them is good.
Yeah, you gotta treat yourself first, and then be like, you want something? Like, no, I'm good. Nah, I mean, it's new. You know, you should probably just check it out. Okay. So, all right, I got my tweet here. Mr. Teddy.
We already know.
He tweeted, "Why is Sammy Sosa the same color of uncooked salmon? We not putting that on my God."
He is.
Okay. Thank you.
Come on, we gotta leave Sammy alone though.
But when was the last time you saw a Sammy Sosa picture where that came to mind? Did he do something in the news?
So
I didn't see
just like the Kelly Clarkson situation, I was in the gym and I'm looking up at the TV, and I guess ESPN was doing something, and Sammy Sosa popped up, and I said, I don't recall this man looking that color.
He's white, bro. Like he's a white man.
That's not white.
He pink.
That's not white. That's not a natural.
That man, you can fold him up and
color.
stick him in a uterus. That boy is pink.
He is chalk. He's literally chalk.
Nah, bro.
That's not chalk. There's a pink hue to it.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, but you know what? That's what he gets.
That's what he get.
Get rid of your
belly. Oh yeah, he did. Didn't he? He bleached himself.
That's bleaching. I don't know what kind of bleach.
Nah, the doctor fell asleep.
Right.
Like, I don't know. That's past bleaching. So
that's what happened.
But I want to extend extreme gratitude. Thank you so much for just coming to kick it with us. You're welcome anytime you're in town and not doing gossip stuff.
Thanks for inviting me.
Nah, I appreciate you pushing up.
Yeah, tell all your people down at Bossip that we looking for a podcast home. If they want to throw some money at us.
Well, I'm not gonna hold you. We have the Urban One Podcast Network.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
What? Yeah. What? How that interview process look? What we got to do?
Don't give me the line. But we are owned by Urban One.
Okay.
Shout out to Kathy Hughes. And so they have a whole network full of podcasts, and they acquire them and they bring them on, and it's a whole thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be on the lookout for that. But thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I
wish I didn't wear the gang colors today. I don't like this.
I mean,
This is.
It was a spirit thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand. This is my one green and orange. Who owns green and orange anyway?
We just told you.
God knew you was finna come and sit between two rattlers.
I don't like
So
it.
it was only appropriate. So we appreciate it.
But yes, thank you all for tuning in. Another dope episode of Audio Dope Podcast. I'm your boy, way more fly than you.
Teddy.
Thank y'all for listening.
Appreciate it.